Hey everyone, welcome to May's Lug Life. I'm May, and if you're like me, you woke up and found this email in your box and was incredibly intrigued and opened it right away. So when I woke up, I found an email from Lug that said, "We wanted you to be the first to know." Yeah, that was gonna pique my interest. Of course, I was gonna click on that email first. So I opened that email, and this is what I got. So it says, Destination D23 presented by Lug, celebrating 100 years of Disney. Disney World Resort, Walt Disney World Resort, September 8th through 10th, 2023. And then click here to learn more. So when you click on that, it takes you to the website, onto Lug's website, and it takes you here. So there's the announcement there, and then if you scroll down a little bit, it actually gives you a tiny little bit more information, not a lot. Really hoping for a little bit more than that, but anyways, this is what we got. So it says, when you take a closer look, you'll notice the ways Disney has inspired us at Lug, whether it's creativity and human connection, or those delightful surprises hidden in plain sight. The magic of Disney is thoroughly woven into our bags and brand. And so it is with excitement and magic that only Disney can inspire that we proudly announce Lug as the title sponsor of Destination D23 in 2023, the premier Disney fan experience. Okay, so first of all, yeah, you should have received this email. If you are on Lug's, mailing list at all, this should have gone out. I received this email at all three of the emails that Lug has for me. So yeah, you should have received this. If not, it's probably in your spam. And if not, actually, if you haven't received this one, or even the shipping sort of announcement, like the warehouse shipping announcement that was put out at the beginning of the week, I think it was. If you didn't get any of those, it might be time to maybe go back into the website and put yourself on the email list again, because it's possible that your name got lost or shuffled or whatever it was. So if you really want to get updates and things, it might be time to go back and resubscribe to their newsletter, because I don't want you to miss anything else. And it seems like so far Lug actually has been sending out emails instead of just putting things on Facebook. So this, by the way, did appear on Facebook as well. So this Destination D23 thing did appear on Facebook, on both of the Lug Facebook pages. So this one got blasted out everywhere, and it also, I think, even got into their feed, into their Facebook feed. I'm assuming it went onto Instagram as well. I just don't have Instagram. So so this is the bigger announcement, even though I think the other one's bigger. But anyway, this is the big one that they wanted everybody to know about. So if you haven't received anything, somehow it just means they've gotten your connections lost somehow. So anyway, so for those of you who are new to Lug, just to give you a little bit of a background, Amy and Jason Richter are the owners and co-founders of Lug. They're a married couple, and they got married in Disney. They, I think they're obsessed with Disney, because, like I said, they got married there. They are both from other places, but they are currently living in Orlando. I think that's where Lug, quote, head office is, which is basically, I think, their home. So they both moved, I think, to Orlando specifically so they could be really close to the park, so they could go there whenever they want. That's to me obsession. I love Disney. I would love to go. I haven't been, so I don't know much about it, but these guys are absolutely obsessed. So if you are somewhat aware of their products and their prints, you will have seen over the years little tiny hints of Disney, or at least wanting to be like Disney, because Lug has not been able to get the Disney licensing at all for some reason. I don't know why. I know they've tried. I know that that's been their main goal in life, is to get the Disney okay to be able to produce Disney product. They haven't been able to. Don't know why, but this seems like at least the first door opening for them. And so I can only imagine how excited they are. But like I said, they've had little hints of things all the time. So their crimson large dot, their black large dot, that's an homage to Minnie Mouse. So I mean, they couldn't really say no. Disney couldn't say we're trademarking polka dots. So they've been able to sort of get away with that. So that's their homage to Disney. So if any of the lug nuts out there are are big Disney fans, they've bought a lot of that stuff and worn the Crimson Large Dot and stuff when they're at the parks, which is kind of cool because they get to have their lug and still be able to have, sort of a hint of Disney-esque stuff as well. They had a print that was called Small World Multi, and it looks very similar to what you see back here, but it was like pastel colors. It was like light blues and purples and greens and pinks with white. So that was a print, I believe, that was inspired by the ride. Is that where it is, or is it a ride called, I think, or a part of the park? I'm not quite sure, where it's I guess they're playing that song. I don't know. I've never been, don't know, but that's what I've heard, that was inspired by, It's a Small World. So I just don't know if that's like a theme part of the park or if that's just one ride. Anyway, so that's been there. They about a year ago they put out a bag, the Hopper bag that looks Hopper. Yeah, it was the Hopper, that had like sort of like scales sort of sewn in, so it had like a scale like quilting, and it was supposed to be an homage to Ariel, the Little Mermaid. So it had like Little Mermaid colors and like very sort of aquatic theme, like seashells and all that kind of stuff. So they've tried really hard to like sort of do like things that they think represent Disney for them, but not actually Disney, because they would get their butt suit off. But I think they've been wanting to do this for a very long time. So here we are. Lug's finally going to be able to check this off their bucket list, I think. So again, I don't know what this means. I don't know how much this allows Lug to do with with Disney, but it's definitely, like I said, the first step in the door. So now, if any of you have been watching, so today is Friday, March the 10th. It's Friday, isn't it? Okay, so I've been watching a little bit. I've kind of been sitting here at my desk trying to get things done and trying to catch up with my world. And so the Lug live shows have been coming in hot and heavy. So they've been doing pop-up shows all day. And in both of Russell's Lug Live shows, he did mention, because I actually was watching today. Usually I don't, but today, because I'm just sitting here, I was seeing them coming in every 5 minutes. So I was like, all right, let's tune in. So they've had like this really crazy week of like free shipping, brand new products, etc., etc. So of course now I'm like, okay, I really need to watch. And so he made a mention that there's going to be a big something happening at 10 o'clock tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow, Saturday, with him and Debbie, but it sounds like it's a big to-do. Like whatever it is, it sounds like all hands on deck. They brought in a bunch of hosts, like all the, like the customer service people are all there, and it sounds like they're like moving like furniture and bringing stuff in. It just sounds like there's a major hustle bustle in the background. So, I think like, the big major announcement probably isn't going to be, we got a new coupe. I think it's going to be this. I have a feeling that they probably sent this email out to everybody, giving us a little tiny hint, and then they'll probably actually be more specific or give us more of a sneak peek as to what this actually means, which means we might see product with some of these new Disney themed, Disney related prints or whatever it is. That's my guess. I don't know for a fact. They're being really hush-hush about it. But the fact that this email went out today, and it got blasted on Facebook, it got blasted on everything, I believe, I don't think they're just going to let that hang. I think, because they've got everybody there, because it's Spring Fling week, they know they've got everyone's eye. March break's about to start next week. I have a feeling this is going to be the announcement. So I'm hoping that means, like I said, we're going to see some sneak peeks of a few things. Because if you can see there, just looking here, that should give you a little bit of an idea of what's to come. So that, if you are aware at all of the Small World multi-print, it looked very similar to that. It was like little squares, little cubes with, sort of, I don't know, like shapes and colors and things like that. But this one is a whole lot more different, a whole lot more obvious, because it's very, very different. First of all, in coloring, it's like blues, like a royal blue, like a good, like sort of purple, and like a periwinkle in there. But there's Tinkerbell. That looks like the castle, the Disney castle. I don't know, is that a crown? Looks like maybe a part of a crown. There's Mickey's ear. That's half of his head right there. And if you look over here, that looks like Aladdin's lamp. I don't understand the tree. That one I don't know. Jungle Book? Maybe? Is that Pete the Dragon? I don't know. That is like a wheel, like a ship wheel. So I'm thinking Peter Pan? I don't know. Anyways, to me, that looks like this is their sneak peek to show us that this is the new Disney print. So it might just be like the print that they're debuting, and that, you know, they might be, I have a feeling we're going to see a puddle jumper, you know, in that print. I don't know if it'll be that color. Maybe there'll be a few colors, but it'll be like, that's the print. And then we might see a couple other sort of very like iconic Lug things. Like I said, so like puddle jumper is definitely iconic. We might see a couple of like maybe like a small, like a pouch or a trolley or something like that introduced in these colors. And I have a feeling it could be in the form of like a goodie bag. So whatever this is, and maybe someone can tell me what they think this might actually be. I don't know if this is like a cruise. I don't know if this is like just a one-day event, but it does say it's like a Disney fan experience. So I have no idea what like this is going to be, like how this is going to manifest. But anyway, my point is, Lug has definitely been the corporate sponsor of things in the past, and what they've done is they've given away goodie bags to the people who show up at this thing, and very often it takes the form of a puddle jumper. So I think there was a couple of things last year where all the guests got of whatever it was, whatever the, you know, the event was, the conference or whatever. Everybody got a goodie bag, and the goodie bag was a Lug bag. So I think Her Universe was one company, and they got this big purple duffel bag. Purple puddle jumper bag, and it had, I think maybe a couple other little Lug things inside it, but it also had the charms that said, like, I think HU for Her Universe on the charm bar. So, you know, I have a feeling this might be something that Disney does as well, but because it's a Disney, because that Lug is going to do as well, but because it's Disney, and maybe you know, Lug must negotiate something saying, look, if we're going to make something, we need to make sure that we have a Disney themed print, and that's like their little step in the door. And I think probably Disney said, well, yeah, okay, let's do that. And then they probably went through some design ideas, and this is probably the one that made it. So, we're probably going to see some stuff in this print. So, guaranteed, we're going to see something in this print regardless. That's my guess. Because I don't know if it's going to be more than one color or not, but at the very least, it'll be this color. So, we'll see. I'm thinking it's going to be a puddle jumper. If it's not a puddle jumper, I'll be shocked. But it's going to be interesting to hear what they have to say tomorrow. So that's my prediction. That's my guess. But I would love to hear if you have any insight on this, because like I said, I don't really know anything about Disney. I don't know how this works. I don't know if there's if every year there's a new destination. Is there like a Destination D23? Like, has that happened before? Anyway, let me know. Tell me what this is if you guys know, because I think all of us are curious, and I think it'd be interesting to find out maybe before the actual show tomorrow, and to see just how right I am. And if you have predictions as well, put that in the comments. I'd love to see who's right, and see if we know Lug well enough. So anyway, I guess before I just go, congratulations, Amy and Jason. I'm so glad that you finally got your foot in the Disney door. It's a massive, massive thing. So hats off to you. Really excited that this is going to be something that hopefully will take you down, a really good path. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow. So we'll see. So that's it. That's the video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time.